So this is excess rajas. So then it's not we don't want rajas, but excessive rajas. Then next comes, no, I don't like to do all this. I don't like myself to be agitated. I will not do anything. This is tamas. So these are two complete opposites. One who is, overly active and hyperactive, and the other one is underactive. Sattva is when you're moderately active. Not hyperactive, not underactive, but neutral active. That's the word, neutral. So you're not on either ends. You're not agitated, you're not sleepy and lazy and not ready to do anything also. Not into inaction, not into overaction. Perfect action is this action, wherein you're doing the action, but there is no agitation. And when this state comes, you will realize that there is swastha, because there is no agitation. See, the entire journey for us is to relax. And honestly, we can act and do a lot of action. 24 hours we can do action. Or we can sleep 24 hours. But we can't relax. And that is why we are not able to be in swastha. We don't have good health. Even physically. Even mentally we are disturbed. So what is the cause for this not being able to be seated in one's own self, be in swastha? Just think about this. It is the desires. The desire is very good, but still desire. Intentions are very good, but it is a desire. No, I just want everybody to be happy. A very nice desire, but still a desire. So these desires will create, see, goal and desire, don't confuse. Desire is for the fruit more than, see, you're not saying, I am doing all this because eventually this should make everybody happy. The goal is that. Forget about it. Start doing your work. You're like, I want to make them happy. I want to make everybody happy. Constantly you're looking for the result. That is a desire. Set a goal and work towards it. That's all you need to do. Set goals and work towards. Set the goal that, okay, whatever goal you're planning, that I want to be peaceful. Keep that goal and keep going. But that's a very huge goal. Okay? It has to be realistic also. So this is realistic. Being peaceful is realistic. But understand that it's a huge, big goal that you're going to achieve. It's not like right now I want. See, honestly, it is not far away. It is the nearest, you could say, or it is you. But still we feel it is a goal. So the error starts here. And then we start feeling it's a huge goal also. Because you feel it is something big I need to achieve. To be able to be peaceful, to be able to love everybody, to be able to feel the bliss. It's a huge, see, if you look into spirituality, or whatever is there, it has been glorified beyond reason. It's like, oh my God, these people see when they say Sama Dukkha Sukha Swastha. Who is seated like this? Who is like this? The one who has gone beyond the gunas. So he is getting Sukha Dukkha. Yesterday I was saying in chapter 2, same. Strangely, both are running parallel. Sthita Prajna Sthikabhasha is running parallel. And now this is the same thing he is asking. Same answers will come. With a few different words. But the answers are same. Sama Dukkha Sukha Swastha. Who is seated? None of us are seated like this. Who is seated like this? The one who has gone beyond the gunas. This is the characteristics of how he is going to conduct himself. Na? How he will be quite stable. Okay, Sthitadhi, quite stable in what? In Dukkha and Sukha. Why? He considers them as same. How come he considers Sukha, Dukkha same? Crazy, no? For us, Sukha is so good and Dukkha is so bad. Both are anitya. This much we know from what we have learnt, haven't we? Are they both permanent? No. Even dukkha is not permanent. Sukha is also not permanent. This fellow knows. He knows. He knows that sukha, it will be gone. Dukkha, it will be gone. So what does he do? Become serious? No. In sukha he is sukhi, in dukkha he is dukhi. It doesn't matter to him. He can see the temporariness of the whole thing, and that's what makes him see them as similar. The glorifying thing that we have understood about spirituality is 24 hours that Guru is in bliss. Nonsense. Sheer nonsense. Nobody is in bliss because who is there to be in bliss? If there is somebody, then it is not bliss, it is happiness and sadness. You, if you know who you are, in your very base state is Satchitananda. You don't have to get bliss, right, from outside. You are bliss. If you understand who you are, they have understood it. That's all. The difference is non-identification with everything else. Then you are seated in yourself. And when I say you, it is not you, the individual. It is the consciousness, the one. That's it. So how do we get there? You are there. So what is the obstacle? The I. The ego is the obstacle that has identified with the body, characteristics, this, family, etc., etc., etc. How do I go back to myself? Don't you think it's the most practical and the most easiest? I don't have to approach anybody for that. To reach myself, I don't need an address or a GPS. I have to reach to peace. Maybe it is there. Then you need a big address and GPS, map, everything. To reach to your own swastha, no address is needed. No direction is also needed. And there is nowhere to go. Chalo, destination cancel. So now what we'll do? There is no destination. You are the destination. There is no destination to reach. Oh, let's drop the journey. We were so excited to reach the destination. You can't drop the journey also. Journey is not of the self, the self. Journey is of the false self that feels that it has to reach somewhere because by mistake it has reached somewhere. You got lost. And then you got back your memory and you realized who you are. That's it. Until then, you were struggling to get back your memory. Now you don't have to struggle to get back anything. Why? Because you are you. Where do you need to go? See, we are searching for self. Okay, we understand what spirituality is. The search for the self. Look at the fish. The example of the fish is always given. Swamiji used to say, Uppar pani, niche pani, andar pani, bahar. What is a fish other than water? It's only in water and it is searching for it. Going and asking everybody, where is this water? I heard from somebody, where is this water? What is water? How is water? Etc., etc. And somebody throws the fish out, it knows what is water. Because water is what it is, basically. Similarly, we are searching for self, which is not outside. Nobody knows. Only you know. You means the I knows. That is the self. Self knows self. But we don't know, so we are searching. Who doesn't know? The one who has falsely identified with all other body, mind, etc., world, etc., and starts thinking, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Then somebody says, you are that only. What that? Tattvamasi is nice, but what that? That becomes our challenge. What is that? That I am. There is only I. There is only Aham Brahmasmi eventually. I am that. That's it. There is nothing else. But we can't get there quickly. Why? Because we are too entangled. That's why the question has come. How do they come out of the confusion and the entanglement? That's the third question. So the one who has realized is the one who has become peaceful. Why? Sukha comes to him also. Dukkha comes to him also. But sama. Our imagination and glorification of spirituality is this person doesn't feel any sukha dukkha. Really? And there is no Superman, He-Man, She-Man available. They feel everything. Everything comes to them. They are normal. Actually, there is no difference. They are not gods. Even gods, actually. Gods are no special. So there is nobody special. Everybody undergoes this sukha dukkha. Because that is duality, and nature equals to duality, and nature equals to Maya, and nature equals to three gunas. So where all this is equal, there will be variations, there will be ups and downs. No, but they don't feel any ups and downs. No, they see the ups and downs as same. We are like when we're sitting on the giant wheel, when we go up, oh, so exciting, and going down, oh my God, this, they are like down also. Again, we'll go up. Again, we'll come down. Again, we'll go up. If you sit on that giant wheel every day for 1 hour, how you will feel after that? Normal. That's what they feel. They are also getting the ups and downs. But now no goosebumps, no stomach is, cramping, nothing is happening to them. In trouble. When they're going down, they're like, oh, after this I have to go up only. And when they're up also, oh my God, no, I have to go down only. So this is life. So they are sama sukha dukkha. Giant wheel was good. Okay. So that's why swastha, so seated in the self. Why? What is there to bother about? When the giant wheel is going up and down, after 20, 30 days of sitting in that every day, are you bothered? No. Where are you? Swasth. Maze mein. And I'm not bothered. This is what is being said. And sama loshtashma kanchana. This is whether it is clay, a lump of clay, or whether it is gold, or whether it is whatever it is for them, it is all the same. So it means clearly word by word. One is mitti, earth, clay. Then ashma is stone, and then gold. For them all this is same. There is mud or stone or gold or diamonds or... So what do? They keep the stone in the locker and gold on the streets? No, we misunderstand this. When they say they see everything as same, we start feeling, oh, they don't value gold only. They don't value diamonds. They must be just leaving it here and there, and all the stone probably in the locker, or they keep the stone and the diamond together and in the locker or on the streets. Vyavaharika, whatever is there in the external world has its values, and it will be utilized only for that much. It will not trouble them. It will not trouble them. They take the required care. They are not careless. They are careful. But they are not hankering about it also. Why? They see that finally it is all that. One same thing, same material. Internally they see. When somebody comes and says something to them, they are not bothered because they see them as an extension of themselves. They're actually not even that. It is not similar. It is same. Same to same. You and me are same. There is no difference. This they see. So then, stone and gold are same. Stone and diamond are same. This they see. But what needs to be done, they do. There is a difference in between understanding and what's happening in the world. There is a difference. The understanding is inner, antarik, inner, what do you say, a change that happens within you. Externally, if you look at them, they're all same. There is no difference. There is no difference. Like once we had done this Vishu, I was outside in Amritsar ashram. That time I had said, oh, it's our Vishu and I want to do this. And so I went to the market, brought a Krishna idol and did whatever little I could do there. And Swamiji was there and he said, I want to see it first. So then we showed it to him, and that's how. And the rest of them who were with us thought it's like we have to put some money or something, like we do in the temple. So everybody had kept some money there. So Swamiji had said later on that all that money I have kept it properly, take it from me. He just phoned me and said, because it was in his room. And then he said, okay, in the evening when you come, just take the money, whatever money was, you do whatever you want to do, seva, whatever you want to do with that, but I've kept it separately and safely. Why would you do that? I said, it's okay, Swamiji, that typical attitude. And he's saying, no, it shouldn't be lying around like that. Money, gold shouldn't be just, strewn around here and there. It should be kept properly where it has to go, in its own place. I said, okay. Nothing, we just took it and then we bought something from it and distributed it. That's it. But the point is, we can't be careless about it also. Like, let it be, what will happen? People are coming for cleaning, keeping things in the room. It is money. They will pick it. Unnecessarily, we are promoting the negativity, right? By leaving it around. For him, it is the same. Whether it is paper or whether it's a 500, for him, it actually is same. But when he has to buy something, he can't say paper and 500, same, take paper and give me. Nahi chalta hai na. So when it comes to Vyavahara, he needs that 500. There is a difference where the difference is there. Difference is not here. It's there where it's needed. Like I will behave differently to my daughter and to my daughter-in-law. There will be a difference. However big funda I will give, in the Vyavahara there will be a difference. Inside I know all three are same. All of us are same. That is the thing. We are expecting too much from the realized ones. If you sit with them, if you meet them, if you are around them, you will see no much difference between them and you. On the Vyavaharika level, they are much better than us. Less careless, I would say. Because they are in knowledge. They will be careful about everything. But it's not on their mind. There is no inner hankering and craving and desire. I'll take the money, I'll do that, and no false expectations. They're very normal. I would say they are normal and we are abnormal. Rather, instead of telling them abnormal and we as normal, we are abnormal. We are not in our state. We are not in swastha. We are not seated in ourself. We are always seated in the mind or the intellect or the senses or somewhere. The horse is running elsewhere. You are everywhere, actually. That's the problem. They are saying the horses are running. Mind is functioning. Brain is functioning. Intellect is functioning. Wow. And they are seated in their self. Not bothered by what's happening. But doing what is required. So understand this slowly. Tulyo, Priya, Apriyo. What is dear and not so dear? Priya, Apriya. I love this and I don't like this. Or I love this one, I hate this one. No, for them they are both same. Everybody is same. But where what is needed, they will do. When a prisoner comes or a thief comes, they will not say, okay, no problem. Do what you want, kill me. That's not the correct way. They will call the police. They will do what's required. They'll call for help. They will do what's needed. Like us only. Our problem is our desires bring fear, anger, greed. This is missing in them. Desire is there because there is over expectation. We want this from this which we did. We want something huge out of the little we did. Expecting this much out of this much is normal. But our expectation is not based on our calculation or our effort. It's always based on what other people are getting. I did this much. I did so much. And they also did. But see, look at them. They got so much. So I should also get that much. This is where the problem is actually. If everybody is walking same and same things are happening, we have no expectations. Think about this. If all students are studying in one class and everybody gets A grade, no marks, A grade, all of them got A grade, nobody got B and C. Is there any expectation of the parent or the child? Okay, one of them got A plus. Only one. Now, see, everybody smiling nicely. Naturally, there is an A plus available. Oh, great. So that means my child is also eligible for A plus. No, somewhere hard work is missing. Something we'll think. If everybody gets same grade, there is no expectation. Everybody passing and everybody going to same. No expectation. So the expectation is coming only because I am looking here and there. That's our problem. And the expectation brings, agitation inside. I hope they get it. This time to at least A plus, then this one got at least this, my child, this. So now one simple question. All those who are parents, okay, and have little bit of expectations from their children. We all studied in regular schools, I think so. We did not study in extraordinary, some, big university or something, right? All of us are doing good now. Are we less, are we buddhu or something? No. We are sufficiently intelligent and doing quite well in our lives. Then why do we expect that our child should go to the best university? We are doing good. Our child will do good wherever they are studying. No, but everybody is sending. And that is socially the best university or best college. So I want my child to go there. Child also has been brought up with the same false expectations. Now child is stressed. Who is the reason for the stress? We can blame the school, but I'll first blame the parents. We begin expecting. We studied in local schools and colleges. Local. But we are intelligent. If we wanted, we could reach anywhere. We made our choices that I want to do this, I don't want to do this. And then we decide that, no, my child should get the best university. Why? The one who did not study in a good university is doing well. I can show so many examples. So then, false expectations, false hopes, we also have put in our children also, fed them with it. They also feel now everybody is stressed together. That's useless. And what it brings, swastha is never going to happen. We are always stressed. Relax. You studied, you did well in your life. Your child will study and do well in their life. Trust this. And tell them you study well, but not because you should get in that school, you should get in that university. Don't get into that competition. It will bring lot of stress. And it is really unwanted. Unwanted. If it comes because of their efforts, take it. Natural. It should be a natural flow. Not a agitation, a flow where you're saying, I want this, he wants this, she wants this, I have to get this. This is too much stress. Now, this is an example. Now, do this in all aspects of your life. Your spouse, your partners, the ones whoever you're staying with, expectations. They have to be like this. He has to be like that. She has to be like this. You should expect little. It's okay because we are in a relationship, but it should be realistic. Don't expect too much. It won't happen. And then what will happen? Agitation, anger, all this. Why do we need this? We are expecting, maybe if you're with our in-laws or parents who are 70, 75, 80, they have to change. At 45, 50, we can't change. 20, 25 can change. 70, 75, 80, we are expecting. Isn't it zero common sense? What else can I say? We don't need any spirituality to understand this. It is not fair to expect them to change. They will be what they are and let them be. It's not like it's going to, and if they survive this much, they will survive the remaining. But this should come from the understanding and knowledge and not out of indifference. We will do that. Oh, let it be what they did 75, they'll die anyway. Not like that. We care, we love, and we understand that it's a full-grown tree. Now we cannot expect any changes in that. Realistic changes, small, expect, not big ones. And even the small, if they can't do, we still accept. Why? Out of knowledge and not out of surrender or frustration. So this is where knowledge helps. When we understand that, okay, this is how their destiny is, their karma is, this is how they are going to flow. Maximum what we can do, but that's about it. We have to keep doing, but not out of expectation. Because we care and we love. That's it. Not expecting anything in return. What comes, comes. So then, Priyo, love, I love this one, I hate this one. They know that this is all just same. There is no difference. There is no friend. It will come next one. Dhira. Dhira is one who is steady. Sthira. Dhira. One who is firm, not shaking all the time. Who shakes? Mind shakes. It keeps shaking. All the time it will keep shaking. This happened. Oh my God. This happened. Oh my God. Why are you shaking so much? You be steady. Watch. Watch the mind. How the mind is shaking. Oh, when this happened, the mind was going there. Now the mind is... You are not the mind. What is the nature of the mind? It is like a monkey. It will go up and down. You are not the mind. We are trying to change the mind. Just watch the mind. How it plays. It is not the authority. Remember that. Mind is not the authority. If the mind is the authority, that's why we want to change the mind. Mind is not the authority. You are the authority. Give the authority to the intellect, not to the mind. If the mind has taken control, it's a mess. Now we're trying to change that one. Instead, it's like the vice principal. Bring the principal in picture. Vice principal will be controlled naturally. So set your priorities right. For that alone we need knowledge. Intellect should be very sharp, very discriminative, very clear. And then mind, you don't have to bother. It will jump. You will be like looking at a child. Kya kar rahe? Keep quiet. Doesn't matter to you. This fellow is like this, very steady. Steady. Stitadhi. If you remember the words, always, what is steady? We think the mind has become steady. It can never become steady. It's not its nature. Who has become steady? Intellect. The intellect is the tool which can be steady. That's why always Thittadhir Muni Ruchyate in chapter 2. Here also, Dhiras. Next, Tulya Ninda Atma Samstuti. Tulya, equal. In what? Criticism. This is the best for us. For us, we don't need to be criticized. Only what we made has to be criticized. And the tea we made, the chai we made is same. We get so upset First, I make every day for you, and then you have to complain. Look into it. Don't get frustrated first. If you're getting frustration, look at the frustration and say, what is the frustration about? You can ask yourself, sit down and say, oh, mind is getting agitated. Why? Because that person was criticizing my food or my tea or my dress or my something. Okay, they criticized, but why should the intellect shake? The mind is getting agitated. Watch the mind. Oh, this is the nature of the mind. It will get agitated when criticism comes. I am steady. Intellect is steady. Why? Can see through it now. One day there will be criticism, next day there will be praise. Otherwise, every day there will be criticism from one aspect and another aspect there will be praise. Atma Samstuti is self-praise. So basically praise. Somebody is praising you so much and you're so happy. And then one person comes and criticizes you. You're so upset. All those people who are praising Gaya, no value for them. So instead, this fellow sees that this will also come. This will also come. What are they praising? The identity, the person, the personality. You're not that. You're operating through that personality. You're the operations manager. You're not the labor. You're not the tools. You're not the mind. You're not even the intellect. Which is the best tool you can operate from? Intellect. What do you operate from? The mind, which is not a good tool. So then use the mind where it is needed. Keep the intellect always in control. That should be the one who is controlling. Is a controlling manager. But finally, who are you? You are that full. And you're just using all the tools. We never realize that. We operate from, we give authority to all those juniors and all the tools and then get affected. So there is an I also here, a falsely identified with all this, thinking I'm the mind, this my body, and this, that one, this one, all this that I has to drop eventually. It's false, but it has to drop. That false I minus false I, you are you, the you. That's it. So that's why the ego is the biggest obstacle. For this person, whether it is Sthita Prajna or whether it is the one who is Gunathita, they are beyond the three because of they've dropped the I. Their I, the false I is not big. It is minus. When do we experience this minus of I? In deep sleep. Where is the I? The false I is not there. It's good, na? But we don't know. We don't enjoy the deep sleep. Actually, we are not there to enjoy. For us, enjoyment means I have to feel bliss. I have to enjoy. Who I? This I was falsely identified with this personality. I, Naina, in the female in this body, I have to feel bliss. This I will never feel anything because it is not there to feel, actually. It's not there. It's a false identification. It's like a shadow. Shadow is not going to feel. A reflection is not going to feel anything. So this false reflection has started imagining a lot of things. I started feeling, okay, I want that, I want this. But actually there is nothing. As soon as the humility is gone, the humility has come and the ego has come down, naturally there is only the self that is left. That is the operations manager. That's the main. That is swastha. That's where you are actually. Don't have to go anywhere. So the one who is traveling is false anyway. But the journey is to break this eye, which seems to be so big, so big, so big. But in deep sleep, that eye drops. Actually, we have no clue where I am sleeping, who I am. This eye is not there only. There is deep sleep. There is no experience. There is experiencing. And then when we wake up, I experienced comes as a word. But actually, there was only experiencing. Were you experiencing? You were absent, but there was experience happening. That's what is called experiencing. And we then come up, wake up and say, I got that experience. But where were you? The one who is speaking now, that I got the experience, where was this one? When the experiencing of deep sleep was going on, it was absent. This I that is proclaiming now is absent in deep sleep. Think about this. Don't take my words. Think about this. Whatever is being said, you have to think. It is not a Mahavakya. No. You have to break it down. You have to contemplate. You have to think. And you will arrive at it by yourself. Same thing maybe, but you will arrive at it by yourself. Think about this. The deep sleep thing that happens is the best trick for us. Because like that, when do you experience? Maybe in meditation. You will say, I was meditating and there was no thought. But that is also a thought now, that there was no thought. Be very careful. I had no thoughts. I am having no thoughts. You just mean there is no clutter, which is correct. But that one thought is still there, no, which is saying there are no thoughts. Thoughtless. Thoughtless. Absolutely. It's almost like sleep. Okay, somebody says, did you hear what I said? No, I was blank. Blank. So then afterwards you can, say that it was blankness. But you feeling the blankness are still there means the thought is there. Afterwards you can say it was something like blankness. I'm not sure. But it felt like blankness. This is like you're trying to reconfirm what was the feeling, which is okay. But at that moment, there should be nothing. Absolutely. This can be practiced with silence. Then silence becomes important. Now all of us, most of us could be having this alone time. Most of us, because everybody goes, Acha. But is there silence? I am not saying that children are not making noise, husband is not making noise. No, not that silence. Not that sound. Is there silence? How many of us are seated alone in the house now, in the room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7 people. Everybody is seated alone, right? Perfect. So most of you, 80-90% of you are seated alone. Are you alone? Are you feeling? There is a crowd in the mind. That is why there is no silence. It is not the children who we need to blame or the spouse. They are doing nothing. They are only making noise. But the silence is not there. If they will stop making sound, will there be silence? That is only an assumed silence externally. Silence within will give you all answers. If you're seeking something, or at least it will give you clarity of most things in your life. How do we get to this silence, which this Muni has got, which this Jnani has got into? What is the obstacle for us? Individually, you have to check. What practices can you do to bring the silence? Whatever you do will still be doing, no. It will bring something, some agitation or something. You by yourself, don't do anything, is my suggestion. If you want to experience silence, stop everything, drop everything, and just sit down. What will happen, Max, is the mind will start making more noise. Let it make. Let it make the noise. Just watch. Let it bring all thoughts, all things, all. Keep facing it. Watch it. How long will it chatter? Eventually it will quieten. And when it starts quietening also, don't say anything from within. Oh, it's quietening it. Nothing. Just watch the quietness, watch the movement, watch everything. Just be quiet, watching everything. But we have fear. We have fear, and that's why we don't end up doing this. We get fear that, oh my God, what thoughts are coming? These are negative thoughts. Let me do something positive. But every morning we go to the washroom to remove all negativity, or we keep it. We remove it. We don't want it. What is inside will come out. Let it come out. It's a cleansing. Let it come out. There is nothing negative, positive. Let it all come out. Let it. Who said it is negative? You're not feeling negative. You're just thinking, this is a negative thought. This is all school teaching and everything, that how you feel is important. More than what, all these are words. We are just nothing but, the mind is nothing but a bundle of words and memories. It has gathered lot of words. Who told us what is negative? 1-year-old knows what is negative? No. But as soon as the 1-year-old is crying, we say, oh my God, something negative. Arey, kuch sikhaya, kuch bhi. We learned something and we made our own understanding. No, that's wrong. That's totally wrong. Negative, positive, we are stuck in lot of words and beliefs. I want us to think that, oh, these seem to be not great thoughts, bad memories, all coming out. Okay, let it be. Bad at that time. It had happened, no, it felt bad. Okay, good, let it continue. After some time, when you ignore, just it's happening. Even a child who has fallen and you ignore will stop crying. The minute you go to the child will start crying more. So treat that like a child and watch. It will bring all memories, thoughts, positive, negative. Leave it. Don't entangle with it. Just watch it. Unidentify yourself with the drama of the mind. And watch. And eventually it will fall silent. And then be there. It's enough. It's enough actually. This is enough. You don't need guided meditation. You don't need any music. You don't need anything actually. If there is no external disturbance, it's good. You're lucky. Or you could close the room and sit for some time and don't do anything. Don't do anything. That's the problem. We want to do something. I got some time. Let me do. Don't do. Sit. Just sit. Oh my God, so much time is being wasted. I could have done at least 30 minutes meditation. I was only sitting. But that's more meditation than that guided meditation. Guided meditation leaves you with a good feeling for 1 hour. Then gone. I am saying stop all dependencies. You can do it throughout the day. But this thing should be your personal game, where you sit only with yourself. And no need to sit in this asan, that asan, red ki haddi seedhi, and nothing like that. You sit, don't sleep on the bed, is my advice. Relax wherever you want. And just have fun. Just like you watch the sky and the clouds and the moving clouds, or you watch the stars. Watch the mind. Eventually it will silence. The minute it silences, that's it. You are you then. without any agitation. That's the experience. Experiencing. It's right now also. You don't have to go anywhere to get that. And it's not difficult to stop the mind also. We are forcing it to stop. Don't do anything like that. Allow it to run. How much it will run? Let it run. And then it will quieten. Don't bring fear into it. Don't bring fear, allow fear to take control. Fear is of the mind only. It's a quality of the mind, not of the intellect. Oh, if I let go of the mind now, you don't know how much negative it will bring up. Let it bring. What is inside, it's going. Let it be. It's not yours. Do not identify with it. Then the ego will drop. We identify quickly my negative thoughts. Flush. Gone. Not mine anymore. The minute it has come out, it's not yours anymore. It's gone. Do not identify with. We do not keep anything, no, which is negative with ourselves. No. We dispose it as quickly as possible. The mind is giving you an opportunity. Let it keep speaking. It will bring good memories also, and this and that. Don't entangle. The only thing you need to be is aware of not getting entangled and caught up in any of the things that it is showing. And eventually the awareness is all that is left. That's all. How far are you from yourself? This is gunatita. That's all. You're beyond the three gunas. The three gunas are playing. I'm watching. Unaffected. But you will say the body got affected, the mind, they will get affected. They are part of Prakriti. I am unaffected. Seated in myself, I see. Things are happening, changing, constantly. Ho raha hai. It's all happening. I am the witness. Here, I should not be the false I. Then you are in trouble. The false I has to drop. There should be total non-identification with whatever is happening. Which would mean that even if the opposite person is doing something, there is a non-identification. When it's you doing something, I'm not doing it, it's happening. And when somebody comes in, no, they're doing, no? How? If you are not the doer, how they are the doer? This is the abhyasa. This is the practice you need to keep doing. If I am the non-doer, as Krishna says, then they are also non-doers, then who is doing? It's all happening. Guna, guneshu vartante. Why should I get affected by this? Who is getting affected by this? The mind is getting affected by it. Okay, cool. I stay unaffected, allowing nature to do its play. This is the place of Gunatita. The next shloka was 25th. We took this, na? Mana apamanayos tulyas. Respect, disrespect. Honor, dishonor. They don't respect me only. The children nowadays have no respect. How they speak to the parents? Mana apamana tulya. Very difficult. As soon as somebody comes and says something insulting, just see, it will happen, okay? Just sit down for a minute and think, who is insulting who? Who said the following to whom? Akbar said to Birbal, we write now in English in our books and all. Who said the following to whom? We had this question and answer. At least we had it in ourselves. Who said? It was so good, na? Who said this? Shivaji Maharaj said this to this one. Nice. Like that only. Ninda. Or what is this? Mana, apamana. Somebody insulting. Who insulted to who? Write it on a piece of paper. This one insulted to this one. This one said this to this one. What did the other person feel? He felt insulted. Okay, who are you? You're that person who is writing that Q&A, right? You didn't get insulted. A insulted to B with whatever intention. Or A said this to B, B felt insulted, B said this to A. Wow, something is happening. You are not A and B both. If you are A or if you are B, then A will insult you. And you will feel insulted. It is the identification which is the problem. For them, somebody is insulting, somebody is praising, somebody is respecting, somebody is disrespecting. There is nobody at home to receive it. When there is respectful words coming or praise coming, person is absent. What happens to the delivery? Goes back to source. And what about insult? Goes back to source. I'm not taking, I'm not at home. Who will take? It is the ego which is feeling humiliated, ego which is feeling insulted, ego which is feeling I am respectful in society. All this is the ego which is taking. The self doesn't need this. Doesn't care. The self is self. Beyond all this. If I'm seated in ego, then I'm going to get both. Insult, criticism, everything. Respect, disrespect, dishonor, all this will come. Just sit down and think, who is giving this to who? Can the self give to the self? There is only one self, so there are no two selves to give to each other. So then, one personality is giving to another personality. Let it happen. If you want, you also give back. But that is personality fight. You are not still in the picture because the self is unaffected. You are saying two people are fighting on the screen. Will the screen tear? No, why? There's bloodshed. The screen should become red. Afterwards, you see screen is white. The screen is not identifying with the players on the screen. We are right. The minute I'm in identification, all this is going to affect me. Too much identification with the identity is what is causing us all the troubles. Just sit back and watch the fun. It is not indifference and it is not detachment. It is just witnessing who said the following to whom. Who reacted how and who did what. It's all happening. Who is doing what? Everything is happening. Guna guneshu vartante. The gunas are playing with themselves. See, all misery is because of that identification. All misery is because of that ego. All misery is because of that I. If that I is weaker, see, for some it is very weak. It's like, I am nothing. I am a doormat. Everybody is saying. That is also ego. A different type of ego. And one who says, who can say anything to me is also ego. This person is not doing either. He is watching the play of how the gunas are playing with, how personality A says to personality B. Nice. And the B is also replying back. Can we step back and watch? Then you will have fun. But in that moment, the B becomes the B. Who wants to watch? I am insulted. I have to give back. And then sitting back and thinking, oh, what she said was right. But afterwards, it doesn't work. In the moment, watching B giving back is fun. Watch yourself shouting in anger. Watch at that moment, not later on. Later on, all of us can do. In that moment, if awareness is there, and if there is a shouting required, it will happen. But you will be watching the shouting happening. Start with small practices. Like when you're doing a yogasana or you're walking, watch every step you take. The right leg, then the left leg, then right leg. It's very monotonous and very boring, but keep it going. And then awareness will build up. Small steps. So this awareness will be there when even anger is coming, arising, going outside of your mouth, speech is happening, all this you're aware. With awareness. You are there all the time. When you forget yourself and there is only identity and only ego and only battle, then everything is going to be like a mess. Because you're so identified with all this. Otherwise, what's happening is happening. You know it's happening there. It needs some thought. You have to think. Don't just take the words and okay, I understood. No. Think about this. Mana apamanayo stulyo mitrari pakshayo. Mitrari, both friend and foe. There is no friend and foe then. Who is the friend and who is the foe? Anyway, it's who said the following to whom. How does it matter who the friend said to the foe or the enemy said to the friend? It's all okay. These are all names now. It's all us. You have to see that. Sarva arambha parityagi. There is no desire for any undertaking. I want to take up that. I want to do that. It's all happening. It's not that they're not doing anything. Things are happening through them. But there is no I which is identifying with the project. My project, my idea, I thought that, I thought this has to happen. Nothing like that. But everything is still happening. But there is no I which is claiming it. So then, Gunadita sa uchyate. This one is one who has risen above the three gunas. Rising above the three gunas, he is not like you imagine that not doing too much action, not doing that, and very balanced way. That is sattva. You have to stay in that moderation for a long time for you to slip back to yourself. It's the path to slip back into your own self, swastha, watching the sattva action happening in moderation. But if you're always agitated and always lazy, you will never be able to slip back into your own self and sit on your seat and watch. It's like a driverless car. Nowadays it started in US, There is no driver. You can be seated. Driving will happen. This is where we need to reach. See, technology, science is teaching us how to do what we are supposed to do. Driverless car. Can you imagine? The car is driving. You can sit in the car. It will drive. You watch. That's it. It's taking a right, taking a left. Can't do anything. It will do. You just watch. No agitation. Why? Kar raha hai na. Who is doing? All machinery fitted, all intelligence is fitted in that system. It will do. We have driverless metro here. No drivers. Metros are running. Doors are closing. Doors are opening. They will only announce. You have to get in and get out. That's it. And sit. Who is driving you? When I sit in the metro, I feel, oh my God, there is no driver. Who is driving us? Oh, the system is too intelligent. If that metro ka intelligence you're praising, or nature ka intelligence, the nature and its intelligence will do what it has to do. You watch, you sit and enjoy the drive of life. No, but I have to do something, no? Whatever has to happen through you will happen. You have to sit, you have to get down, you have to hold that handle, everything you have to do. All that will happen through you. Nobody has to tell you. I was standing in the metro. Akshita said, now the door will close and suddenly there'll be a jerk you hold somewhere. Don't stand like that. That's all. We follow instructions. Hold. That's it. When there is no jerk, sit. If you get a seat, sit. That's all. That's all. It will all happen. Watch yourself. The seat is there. Somebody wants to sit, you don't go. Or you want to sit, you will go and sit. It's all naturally happening. You're actually doing nothing. This you have to understand, actually experience. The day you trust nature's intelligence, you will let go of that steering wheel. The minute you let go of the steering wheel, you dissolve. You dissolve, nature's intelligence is working, will work. You, the self, is then peaceful. Think about this. Think about it like a car, driverless metro. Get into one and then see what happens. When our spouse is driving, also we are going crazy. How he's driving, how much brake he's putting, why he's crossing 140, there will be a fine. So much chattering going on. Anyway, they're going to pay the fine, let them pay. Anyway, they will not listen to us. We know that, don't we? But we still say. And then we suffer. And they don't listen to us. And this is fun. Watch all the fun. Don't get agitated. That's all. If you want to say, say. But don't get agitated. You watch. If there is agitation, watch the agitation also. Try to step back as far as possible. And when you step further and further, the steering wheel falls from you. Control is there. Nature and its intelligence is controlling everything. You are free. No driving from today. Relax. Let's see how many of us can do this. In how many actions at least. Through the week, let's observe where. See, you're not breathing right now, are you? You're doing something to breathe? No, na? Ho raha hai na? Nature's intelligence. And breakfast, digest ho raha hai na? It's all happening. Are you doing something? Some kapalbhati or some? No, it's happening. It's digesting by itself. You didn't do anything. You trust nature so much that you fall asleep. Saying that digestion will happen, assimilation will happen, so much trust on nature. But I will get up and I will do this. There that I comes. I don't know why there is so much conflict that nature is doing, but I also have to do.